all of my peers for the 4 wonderful years of high school that you have given me and that you have given each other. Even in our moments of failing, in our mistakes, you have become wonderful people, and it's been my absolute privilege to see you become the people you are today. To those who do not know me, hello, I am Sarah Zale. I've been going to PC since my first year of preschool, and I have just had a really great privilege to be able to watch this school evolve and grow in that time, and watch these students plant wonderful seeds in each other and see God work miracles in these lives, and continue just to see those little sprouts of what He's going to continue doing in your lives in these years to come. And in all that, this world can be incredible, but it can also be really sucky sometimes, let's admit. And no matter how hard we hope and we pray, hard times will come. And sometimes that means we get hit by a train, and other times that means that we don't get hit by a train. Most of the time it means we get hit by a train, and that sucks. Usually not literally, hopefully not literally. Getting hit by a train sucks. Don't get hit by trains. Look out for trains, they're bad. And some of you tonight may have already been hit by that train of life, and others of you are waiting, and that hardship, that struggle may yet still be coming. And I'm hoping the testimony that I share tonight will be helpful in both of those cases. But personally, I fall into the wonderful category of having already been hit by the train. Hello. And as part of just this year and my ongoing wonderful journey through mental health, I spent the majority of my fall in a psych ward after I attempted suicide in October. It was not a great time, I will say, but I met some wonderful people. I was helped by some amazing doctors and some amazing nurses. Shout out to all the healthcare workers in the house. And I spent 10 days in an inpatient unit and a month and a half in an intensive outpatient unit. And in that time, I discovered I have major depressive disorder and PTSD, and also developed an addiction to self-harm. But we're 5 months clean and counting, so let's go.
Not a kid.
Thank you. And after all that, after doing all the steps, feeling better, just like, okay, I did all the therapy, did all the steps, come to December, January, and I'm like, hold up, I don't feel any different. I'm right back where I was. I'm at step 1, that's not cool. Hold up, when did that happen? And I say this very lightheartedly, but I cannot express to you how disheartening, how heartbreaking it is to put in all the hard work to try to heal, to try to get better, and find yourself right back where you started. And that is still my story some days. You can talk to any of my classmates. I have only made 2 full weeks of school this year. And on the days when I am not at school, I am bed-rotting and not having a great time because my brain has decided that it hates the world and that it hates me. And my struggles with depression is still a very, very active struggle. It is not something that will go away, likely, even with the help of meds, because yay this world. But I found myself continuing to ask this question of, why struggle to take another step when it is just the same as the last one? Why struggle to start another Monday when it is simply the start of another week, of another month, of another year, of another decade, of the same monotony I see every single day? And in that, God revealed to me a pretty cool thing. Because in searching for the Lord, because the inpatient care unit had not done its job entirely as well as we wanted it to, I went to God and found that His comfort and His peace is much more fulfilling than anything I found anywhere else. This is not to say that if you are struggling with depression, you should not go to the hospital. If you're struggling with mental health and in crisis, please go to the hospital, please. But just also go to Jesus. You can do both. And I found that sometimes that bare minimum, and sometimes just that, taking that next breath and blinking or breathing or eating that next meal, taking that next shower, getting out of bed, those small incremental steps that to some of you may seem stupid as small steps, but to others seem very familiar. That is living for Christ. Not in necessarily doing the great big things and getting up on stage and doing a sermon, or finding a friend in tears and praying over them in those moments, but sometimes just taking the next step and actually continuing to exist in this world is all Christ is calling you to do in that moment. And again, for some of you, that might seem like the simplest, most basic thing in the world, and I will say to you, congratulations, God has blessed you with energy, and use that to serve Him. To those of us who find that an active struggle, just find the next small thing you can do. Because sometimes just eating a meal or enduring another minute of another hour of another day is all you can do and all God is wanting you to do to bring glory to Him. And simply just continuing to exist. And so, in my closing verse real fast, I bring up 2 Timothy 2:13. When we are faithless, He is faithful, for He cannot disown Himself. So even in those moments where even prayer seems too hard or too much energy to take, I say this to you all, that God is still right there next to you, that He has not abandoned you. I say this to you with conviction. He has not abandoned you in those moments, even though it may feel like it. God is still with us, and He is faithful to us because we are His own. We are His people, we are His children, and He will never forget us. So, thank you.